Hello everybody, how are you guys doing today? My name is Diana and this is Diana Simplifies, and I've got several things I want to discuss with you today. So of course, as always, I am trying to do some decluttering. If you are new to my channel, you may not know we had redone our bedroom, and so when we did that, we had to move every single thing out of there. We had to redo the floor from the bottom all the way to the top. So it wasn't just a simple flooring issue. It was joist. It was everything under the house that had to be redone. We had to redo our gas lines and all kinds of fun things. It took quite a long time. My poor husband did all of it himself. I helped a little, but nothing major for me. I'm really too small to be handling this kind of stuff that he was doing. Somebody did ask me, did I help him? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. If you know me at all, I'm doing good to lift 20 pounds. So no, I did not help him. I helped him open some doors and a few things like that. So it was all on him, every bit of it. But after that happened, and the reason I want to talk about the bedroom today is we are in zone 4 for Flylady, and that is your bedroom. So I've talked about simplifying the bedroom before. I've talked about how I've actually moved we have moved some furniture out. We gave some furniture away. We tried to keep everything in the family. If anyone wanted it, we gave it to family members. If not, honestly, we just put it on the street, and if somebody took it, they took it. So there were a couple things, maybe 2 things that went on the street, and the rest we gave away to family. But we did pare down the furniture in our bedroom some so that we could have more of a simple space. And I can't tell you how much I'm loving that. The room that I'm in right now, the room that you see, you can maybe see one of my kitties. My husband made this picture years ago. This is our precious, I think this is glare on it, our precious kitty, Lucky. At some point, Lucky became very unlucky, and he became very sick, and he just had a very poor end to his life, which was sad. But we have this beautiful picture to remember him. So I have my fall flowers here and my picture of my Lucky. And if you don't know, we have several cats. We have, I think, 8 cats right now. We still have our dog Ranger. One of my friends always wants me to put Ranger on camera. Ranger is very large. They told us he was a min pin, and he really is not. He's a very good sized min pin. He's 23 pounds. He's too big to get up here in my lap. So I have a hard time. Also, his anxiety, I could get him up here in my lap, but his anxiety just, it's hard to explain. But even on medication, he still has a lot of anxiety issues. And he was a rescue. He came with a lot of baggage. So anyway, all of this to say, I would love to put Ranger on camera. He's just not fully able to do that kind of thing. Sometimes I'm able to get him to do it. Right now he's sleeping, so I'm just gonna let him sleep. But I want to show you a couple things I am decluttering. One of the things I don't think I've talked about, I had a huge turtle collection. It was not live turtles, it was turtle figurines and different types of turtles. This is one of the first turtles I ever had, and yesterday I thought about keeping this one. I got this. This is such a lifelike turtle toy. I've had it my entire life since I was a little girl, and you see his little tummy. But anyway, I was holding on to this, and yesterday I just decided I'm going to let him go. I think some child could probably enjoy playing with this. As I said, it's very lifelike, very cute. And here's a stuffed one. This is actually one of the Thai, this is way back from 2000, Thai 2000. I know people used to try to make money with these, or they did make money buying and selling, whatever. I'm not going to sell it. I don't know that this is worth anything, and if it is, I'm going to let somebody else deal with it. I really don't care. But this is very cute. I don't have room anymore because of the furniture that I got rid of. I don't have room to display every single turtle. So I am downsizing my turtle collection. You know, I do still love them, and I love these two. These two are very cute. I love them, but I can't display every single turtle. So I actually have a couple of stuffed ones. They're not exactly like this, but they are kind of resemble this, and they're from Hawaii. So we've taken a few trips to Hawaii with my parents, and so those stuffed ones are more important to me. They have little Hawaiian motifs and stuff on them. I think one of them has a little lei and a little tag that talks about being from Hawaii. So I'm going to keep those and declutter these two. So, and I actually have an entire box of stuff I'm decluttering. I didn't bring it all in here. The other thing I want to tell you is when you're decluttering, you run across things that you might have been looking for. And this is a book. We used to go to church at Bellevue Baptist in Memphis. This is a book by Adrian Rogers. I think they actually put the book together. They probably put the book together after his death. He passed away, unfortunately, of cancer in 2005. And you can see the cover is flaking off. This is not anything that I haven't torn it up. It's the way this is made, and I just had it sitting somewhere. The cover is just flaking off. It's a paperback type of, whoops, there goes my pen. And I actually like the paperback. But it's just some little short devotionals. And so, I'm trying to get the pen in here. So one of the things that decluttering does for you, first of all, is you find things. So this is Daybreak. You can still find this on the loveworthfinding.org website if you're interested in a devotional book. This one's very short and very quick. And so what I'm doing, because I need to go a little bit deeper than that, so just like, for instance, today, the passage, it's just one verse, was in Mark 14. And so what I'm doing today is reading Mark 14 along with this. So it's just a very short devotional, and I'm going to go along with that. Okay, and here's my Bible. I have my Bible with it. So I also have my Bible with me just to show you that as we're decluttering, we can declutter time from our, not time, but we can declutter extra activities from our lives and maybe do what we really want to focus on, which is maybe some Bible study. Maybe that's not your thing, but maybe you have something else you'd rather be investing your time in. And so instead of running around frazzled in a very cluttered space, we can move some of this stuff out, declutter, simplify. My whole channel is about simplifying. And how can we do that and then have a little bit more time to do what we want to do? And so what I want to do is get into the Word of God. So I've just really started this more just the last week. I just said, you know what, it's time to stop putting that off and keep saying I don't have time. That's ridiculous. Of course I have time. So I'm getting more into that right now. And hopefully you'll get into that with me. That's something we can all do together. Okay, and let me show you this one other thing. Okay. I showed you this before. I keep showing you. This is my laundry basket. You can see I can hold it here very easily. This is not heavy. It's not huge. It's not, there's hardly any clothes in here. This is going to be one small load of my darks. And I could just kind of hold up the pile and show you. It's kind of hard to see. I'm just showing you this basket. But if I just kind of pick this up, you can just kind of see, hopefully you can kind of see, I'm going to drop some of it. It's just some jeans and some leggings and a few towels, so it's not a huge load. But this is how you keep, as Flylady calls it, Mount Washmore away. You can see this isn't a huge pile. I don't have a huge amount to wash. I did wash a kind of a medium load of my husband's today, and I am later, I actually have to run out the door pretty soon, but later, I'm going to do this load. It may just be tomorrow. Maybe just add one more pair of leggings or something in here and do this load tomorrow. The point being, let's simplify all of our lives. Let's simplify everything about our lives. And so laundry is a thing we can also simplify. You don't need to wait until you have 15 loads of laundry, huge loads of laundry to do laundry. You can do small loads. And so what I try to do, the Flylady system, is to do a load a day that keeps Mount Washmore, as she calls it, Mount Washmore, away. And I'll just say, because I don't always have a load, you can see this load has kind of been growing. I could have done it yesterday, but I didn't really need it. I didn't need anything that was in there. There was no rush to do it yesterday. So I probably will just wait till tomorrow because it is getting later in the day right now. But we had some people over. I finally was able to clear the clutter enough to have people over. I feel like the house has been cluttered for so long and I just couldn't deal with having people over. So I had some people over. I had a tablecloth that I needed to wash that I had used when they were here. So I washed a tablecloth today. Then I washed my husband's work clothes. And then I had this small pile I was going to do. But I decided just to probably put that off till tomorrow. But like I just showed you, it's not huge. There's no reason. I don't have to do it today. There's no reason. I could probably wait till Friday or Saturday if I wanted to. So that's just some things to give you some insight today of what I've been doing. I did do a little decluttering. I just showed you those two little turtles. I have actually a box that's about like this, and it's kind of overflowing, and I've got to take that and it's stuff I'm giving away. And And you can see, I mean, this looks brand new. Somebody's kid can enjoy this. So, you know, there's no reason for me to hang on to this kind of stuff. When it looks brand new, someone else can enjoy it. And what else is going on? Okay, so Flylady Zone 4 that's what this week is. We're in week 4, Zone 4. That's how our zones go. And so this week is the bedroom. So I will tell you that the bedroom is so simplified now. I don't have a whole lot going on in there. If you have a lot of clutter in your bedroom, this is a great week to do some decluttering projects in there. Set your timer. If you only have 5 to 10 minutes, set the timer 5 to 10 minutes and work for 10 minutes. You don't have to spend hours. I went into the spare bedroom today, and that's where I was doing some decluttering. We have managed to clear the clutter out of that room as well. That room had really become overcome with stuff, and a lot of it was tools for the project. But it had just become, honestly, crazy that we couldn't even just walk in there. We couldn't walk through it. We couldn't do anything. So I did get my husband to get his tools out. Yay. And then I was able to move the furniture around and get rid of some furniture and move a piece of furniture into this room that I'm using in this room. This is my new exercise room. So this is pretty much devoid of furniture. I have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 5 small pieces of furniture here, and that's it. And this is a nice big room, or it's not a huge room. It's actually kind of a small room. But it's a great space for me to work out. Okay, so I'm just rambling on today. Projects for your bedroom. You could vacuum the floor. I did that last night, and that didn't even take 10 minutes. So that's another 10-minute thing. You could vacuum your floor. You could dust. If you've got your surfaces clutter-free or less clutter than you had before, you can dust in there. If you need to remove some things so you can dust, that's always a good thing. You can put some stuff into a box, deal with it later, so you can dust your dresser and maybe your bedside tables. Is there any visible trash in there that you could just throw away? That's one of the big decluttering things, is get the trash first, because the trash is simple. You've got wrappers or something. You know those things can just be thrown right away. You don't even need to ask yourself, is this trash? You can just know, this is trash, I get rid of it, right? That's a very quick decluttering tip. Also, items that you're just not using. I mean, if you're not using them, why are we keeping them? And we especially don't want them in our bedroom because we want to be able to sleep. We want a nice, calm place to lay our head and to rest. So let's do what we can this week in our bedroom to make it a calming space where we can all relax, we can go to sleep. We don't watch TV in our bedroom. I've talked about this before. We really, Spencer loves to watch YouTube, and I do too, but he will watch a little YouTube before bed, but usually I'm very slow, and so usually he's in there watching YouTube till I get in there. He's not, I don't think he'd even be watching it at all. If I was already in there to sleep, he would just, turn it off and go to bed. So we don't really do any TV watching in there per se. He does, like I said, he keeps his phone with him all the time. So he's got his screen time going. I don't sleep with my phone, so I don't have this. Usually I do not have the screen time right before bed. Okay, so what else can we do in there? I have hardwood floors. If you have hardwood floors, you might need to damp mop them. You don't ever want to pour a ton of chemicals and water and really wet mop your wood floor. You want to use very sparingly, just a little bit of water. I actually almost never mop these floors. I'm sure people think that's crazy, but our house is mostly hardwood floors, and I almost never mop them. I probably give them, even with all these pets, I probably give them a really, really good mop twice a year. And that's going to sound crazy, but they don't look dirty. I do not eat off the floor, ever. We just don't do that. I will, in the kitchen, I will say if I drop a vitamin or something, I will pick it up and go ahead and kind of brush it off, make sure there's no cat hair on there. I'll go ahead and take it. But I mean, I'm not eating off the floors. So the floors look good. If sometimes the cats will, throw up or something. We do have our cats, I don't know what it is, they do like to throw up. So of course we clean that up right away. As soon as we see it, we wipe that up and with a damp cloth or damp paper towel, something like that. But we just don't put a lot of water on these floors. And you can tell by looking at them, the floors are over 100 years old, except for our brand new floor in this room. But it's over 100-year-old oak floors. They look fantastic. They don't need to be mopped all the time. So be really good to your wood floors if you have them. Be very careful with them. You don't need to spend tons of time Mopping, I have never steam mopped these floors. I would personally never steam mop. I know a lot of people like their steam mop. I would never steam mop my hardwood, but if it's working for yours, that's fine. But just be very, very careful with that kind of thing. All that heat, it's very hot. So let's just be careful with with the cleaning products we're using. We don't want to use something that's harmful for our floors or for ourselves. Let's see, what else can we do? We've done some decluttering in there. We've cleared some space. Do you have some furniture that you don't need that maybe you could move it out? I can tell you the best thing I've done is move some of this furniture out of this house. We really had way too much stuff, and it's been annoying me for years. And I finally just said, I'm done. I'm just done. So look around your room. Do you need every single piece of furniture? Just because your bedroom suite comes with all this furniture doesn't mean you have to keep it all. I'm not saying get rid of all of it, and a lot of times we spend a lot of money on bedroom furniture. So if it's really, really good quality, maybe you need to move one piece to another room and utilize it in a different manner, just so your space will be a little bit more freed up. You can vacuum so much faster if your floor is not covered with stuff, and you can dust a lot faster if your surfaces are not covered. So anyway, I hope this just gives you a little bit of decluttering motivation, a little cleaning motivation. You might also do your baseboards and your around your ceilings when you're in there. I don't really do ceilings a lot. The light fixtures could be done, stuff like that. Dust your lamps, things of that nature. All right, you guys, hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll get back to you next week. Next week will be Zone 5. I think Zone 5 is the den or the family room or the living room, whichever one you have at your house. And you may have a den and a living room, so you might just have to pick one. Anyway, hope you guys have a great and fantastic week. Check back with you later. Love you guys. Bye-bye.